Good evening. This is Allison Lee, and I am reporting to you from the Learning Network. Today, our very special feature is on transformative learning experiences. What is transformative learning, you might ask? Well,
I had this transformative learning experience in high school, and I really didn't like high school that much. But I got into this English class, and the teacher made us memorize poems, which is really funny because growing up, my parents used to make me memorize poetry, but I never really sort of made it my own or did anything with it. I just did it because they made me. But then when I got into this class, she was like, you need to find a poem, you need to recite it because you're going to do this competition whether you like it or not. And so I found these poems, and it was a chance to take something that I was supposed to be learning and make it my own. I really got into Langston Hughes and Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, E.E. Cummings, Nicky Ju. It became a passion for me that I could carry around with me wherever I was. I could say that it stops becoming about the memorization and only about the meaning because the words are second. Saying the words almost becomes secondary to the meaning because you know the words so well. But it also becomes this fine line, you want to make it yours, but in the same sense, these are not your words. They are the words. I have to understand why Henry Wadsworth Longfellow would write, what the heart of a young man would say to a psalmist. I don't know. I don't know what I would say, but this is apparent. It's just, you have to make.
For Michaela, it was poetry. For Kathy Sales, the transformational moment would come in the form of a question.
10 years ago, I took a course called Christianity and Feminism in Conversation, taught by Sister Judy Mark. And it really changed me forever when she started out the class asking the question, how many sacraments are there total? And we all said 7. And then how many sacraments are there for women? And we all said 6. And that was really, honestly, the first time that I had ever thought about only 6 sacraments for women. And throughout the entire semester, she had us reading scripture and history and tradition of the Catholic Church, and really addressing the role of women and how they were influenced by the time, and how that still influences how women are perceived in the church and what their role is in the church.
For Kathy, this question transformed a faith she thought she once knew.
Teachings of the church, and really had me question them and incorporate them into my life and wrestle with some of these issues that I had never wrestled with before. And to the point that I then somehow came to terms with the role.
After exploring these questions, Kathy has found a way to define her role in the church.
A strong woman of faith with limitations imposed by other structures, but not limiting me in what I can do in the church today.
Kathy and Michaela both demonstrate key components of transformative learning. The ability to apply one's own life to the situation, to critically examine what is being learned. Michaela did this with the poems that she looked at and trying to make her own meaning out of them, going beyond just memorizing the words on the page. Kathy did this with her exploration of the Catholic faith. Both of these women have demonstrated some of the challenging components of transformative learning, and I think we can all agree that nothing about transformative learning is easy, but it does change lives for the better. It is an essential component on the journey to self-authorship. This is Allison Lee reporting from the Learning Network with this special feature on transformative learning.